How to trade live. Bitcoin trading. How to trade Williams Fractals. So let's talk about Williams Fractals. You guys know what a fractal is? If you don't, I would be happy to explain. Let me get situated here. Let me get orientated. It's hot in the Midwest where I live. The AC is just now kicking on, so if you see my face glistening, it's why. Because I'm hot. So yeah, guys, if you're looking at the screen here, Williams fractal is when you have one bar that is either higher than the previous two bars and the following two bars, or lower than the previous two bars and the following two bars. So a fractal marks a change in direction. So when you have an up fractal, it means the direction went downwards. When you have a down fractal, it means the direction changed to go upwards. But fractals mark significant levels of resistance in the directly present time period. So like if you're trading based on fractals, you're trading support and resistance levels from the most recent support and resistance levels. Sometimes you can trade the higher time frames, like the 15-minute, the 30-minute, the 4-hour, the daily, the weekly. You want to trade fractals in those times. It depends on what period you want to trade, but I stick to the 1-minute charts, and so I trade fractals from the 15-minute down to the 1-minute. And that's how I trade, and I will show you guys how to trade Williams fractals from the 15-minute down to the 1-minute, and we will do some live trading and show you what's going on here. Let me get some music so we can set the mood. Find the music I like. Zimmer Tracks started following me and commenting on my videos, and just an all-around good dude. And I started listening to some of his songs, and they're actually really good. So if you guys want some good music, it's non-copyright music he puts out, and it's not too bad. Let me find this playlist. Alright, guys. So let's look at the charts. Looks like we have a bunch of saddle up and saddle downs. I'll tell you what those are here in a little bit. We're on the 15-minute chart. Looks like we have some movement. So there were some saddles recently, and then we had a big move. I bet there's some saddles on the 4-hour too. There we go. I got some music. It's like club music. Alright. So if we look at the time frame, we have some big moves here that just happened. Look at the 4-hour. I'm going to talk about the AO for a second, and then we'll talk about Williams fractals and how to trade based on the Williams fractals. So yeah, we have a saddle. A saddle's when the AO closes in on 0, and if you pay attention to the AC, this here, it likes to do things a little bit faster. It shows the momentum a little bit ahead of time, faster than the AO. But so we have a saddle here, and it looks like a big move up, but that's still, it looks like a bigger move to come. It's not a, it's not as big of a move as it could be for the 4-hour. But let's look back at the 1-hour. We're headed up. Our direction is bullish. So there's some fractal or some saddles here on the 1-hour, and then it crossed up. So this is a big move. I mean, it's probably going to keep going up. The 30-minute. So this is a good example here of what we would do. So look here, we had a lot of times with Bitmex, you have these types of candles here. I don't know if it's market manipulation or what is it, but it likes to do funky things before there's a big move. So I wouldn't have traded this because the saddle was saddling here on the AO. Like I said, a saddle is when it closes on the 0 line and it gets thinner. If this area here is like a saddle point, and a lot of times after a saddle, there's a big move. So I would have tightened up my buys and sells and traded the fractals. So I'm using a custom indicator. It shows you the fractals. And if you want more information about my indicator, just send me a message. But it shows you the Williams fractals. And I would have tightened up my buys here, and I would have traded this fractal here. And I would have traded probably, at this point, I would have been trading this fractal here, this second fractal back. The reason being is because it was saddling here, and I would have tightened up as tight as I could get to trade on the fractals. So might have even traded this fractal here, but that would have been risky because it was below the alligator. This is the alligator. This red, green, and blue line is the alligator. And you always want to trade with the trend. The trend is your friend, as they say. So, but here's what I would have done. I would have placed a buy here, and I would have had a sell here. And the sell might have gotten whipsawed, where it went down and then triggered back, but we'd have to check the 1-minute chart to see how badly we would have made any money on that move. We probably could have made some money down before this bigger move up. But let's go check out the 1-minute chart. We can even start trading because this looks like it's about to move again. Since the reason I say that is because the volatility is coming back down to the 0 line, which usually signifies there's a move on the horizon. When it comes back down, it has to go back up. It doesn't have to, but it usually does. So let's look at this. I don't think this move's done. I don't think it's over. I think there's still more bull activity left in the tank here. So now we have some saddles here on the 5-minute chart. Let's go ahead and trade as if we were gonna be trying to make some profits here. And if you see, here's a fractal here. Here's a down fractal here. Let's go ahead and get in on this. If I right click, control click on a Mac, and go to trade and place a buy stop. This is how you trade on TradingView, and this is a paper trading account. So I placed it on the 5-minute chart. Let's go down to the 1 minute to make sure we got the most opportune time. Yep. I'm gonna go ahead and place a. Well, it's getting overbought here. If this goes up, I don't see it moving too much higher for now. The reason I say that is because the RSIs are overbought. So I place a stop loss here, just in case it triggers the buy. I'll place a fractal down here, a sell down here. You can't see the fractals marked here, but this is a fractal here. Like I said, it's 2 previous lows and 2 following lows for a fractal, and 2 previous highs and 2 following highs for a down fractal. And what you do is you trade based on if the current price action breaks the fractal. So if it passes the fractal, you place a buy 1 tick above the fractal. And it's a stop, it's a buy limit. So it's a buy if it goes to that place, it buys on that price, 1 tick above the fractal. And this helps you, if the trade's trending, we can talk about that in another video, but if you're trading on a trend move, which is 15% of the time the market moves at a trend, you're trading a big move, you can capture a lot of the move by trading the first fractal, and that being the entry point into the trade is your first fractal, whether it's up or down. Fractals are a really good indicator of future price movement, and if it breaks a fractal, you don't know how much farther it's going to go. It could go, to the next supporter of resistance, the next resistance line. So now we're just trading, we're waiting. There it is. No guarantee this will be a big move, but it just crossed the fractal, the last fractal. Shorten up my stop loss. There it goes. So we have a big move. Shortened up our stop loss. So since it's been 5 bars, all right, there it is. We captured that move. That was a big move, guys. We were ready because we had a buy right at that last buy up fractal. And as you saw, I took my stop loss and put it right at the bottom of the next bar because I did that because the AO and the AC were green for 5 bars in a row. It means it was trading in a zone. And when to take maximum profit, I just was prepared for it to go down. It doesn't usually go more than 5 bars in a row when you're trading zone trading. But let's see what that profit was on that. So that was a $22 move that we were able to capture because we were trading Williams Fractals. And that's how it's done, guys. I wasn't expecting a big move like that right away, but it worked out. Alright, well that's how you trade Williams Fractals. $22 move would have been, if he was trading 50% leverage on Bitmex, it would have been about 9%. You'd have made 9% on that trade alone, which is a lot of times you don't make 9% a year trading just investing. So not a bad 10 minutes of trading right there. All right, guys. Take care. Ask questions, comment. Feel free to message me. Sign up for Bitmex or TradingView and practice trading. This is a paper trading account. This is what I do for live videos and stuff like that. I haven't gotten into trading, real money on live yet. I'm not comfortable. I like to stay focused. But this is how it's done, guys.